Red River Settlement, Tennessee, 1817. The Bell farm sat quiet beneath wide southern skies. John Bell was known as a practical man, prosperous, respected, not given to superstition. And something began knocking in the walls. At first, it sounded like rats gnawing at bedposts, then like chains dragging across planks. When candles were lit, the noises stopped. Soon, the disturbances focused on Betsy Bell. Invisible slaps cracked against her face. Her hair was yanked as she lay in bed. The family later testified that the girl was cruelly beaten by some invisible hand. And then, the voice. According to Ingram's 1894 account, the entity introduced itself plainly. "I am a spirit. I was once very happy, but have been disturbed. On other nights," it claimed, "I am a witch." The spirit spoke clearly, sometimes in whispers, sometimes strong enough for neighbors to hear from outside the cabin. It sang hymns flawlessly. It quoted scripture at length. One witness reported, "It would converse with perfect ease and quote scripture more readily than any person in the neighborhood." The entity gave itself a name, Kate. Neighbors began visiting to witness the phenomenon. Among them was James Johnston, who stayed the night to test the claims. According to the written account, the spirit attacked him, pulling his hair and striking him repeatedly. The next morning, Johnston reportedly declared, "It is a spirit, as sure as you are born." Word spread quickly. Legend holds that future President Andrew Jackson visited the Bell property after hearing of the disturbances. While historians debate the authenticity of the visit, Ingram's book records the story in detail. As Jackson's party approached, their wagon allegedly became stuck. Jackson is said to have remarked, "By the eternal boys, that must be the Bell Witch." That night, members of his party were reportedly harassed. One man who had boasted he could handle the spirit was slapped repeatedly. Jackson supposedly conceded, "I would rather fight the British than to fight the Bell Witch." Whether apocryphal or not, the quote became permanently attached to the legend. But the haunting's darkest chapter centered on John Bell himself. By 1820, his health was failing. He suffered facial paralysis, tremors, and difficulty swallowing. The spirit openly mocked him during his illness. When John fell into a final coma-like state, the family discovered a mysterious vial in the cupboard. The spirit immediately spoke. "I gave all Jack a big dose of that last night, which fixed him." A drop of the liquid was reportedly given to the family cat, which died instantly. John Bell passed away on December 20th, 1820. During the funeral, witnesses claimed the voice sang loudly from nearby trees, described in the account as singing drinking songs with great gusto. After his death, the spirit announced it would leave but return in 7 years. True to the legend, the entity reportedly revisited John Bell Jr. in 1828, engaging him in long theological discussions. It claimed it would return again in 107 years. It never clearly did. Ingram concluded his 1894 account cautiously. "Our purpose has been to give the story as it has come down to us, leaving the reader to draw his own conclusions." To this day, the Bell Witch remains one of America's earliest and most documented hauntings. Not because everyone believes it, but because so many people swore in writing that they heard the voice themselves. And perhaps the most chilling detail of all, it did not groan, it did not moan. It conversed, calmly, intelligently, as if it had something to prove. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe.